I'm just going to say it, Max. He's starting to scare me.
There's another missed foul shot attempt by Lonzo Ball and Lakers. They've missed 11 and boos from the crowd.
I'm starting to see bust. I'm getting worried. I'm getting worried.
What I am seeing with my eyes, I am not impressed. His shot is awful. And it's getting to the point where folks are expecting him to miss. They're ready to give him a standing ovation when he makes shots, and defenders are laying off of him, daring him to shoot. The first 20 games of your career, he has the worst shooting percentage of anybody in the last 30 years.
That we judge a player when he comes into the league, and then we kind of abandon him if he doesn't accomplish what we think.
I don't know whether he doesn't look like he wants it enough or whether he's scared. I don't see aggression. I don't see want to.
6 years ago, Lonzo Ball was a senior in high school, ranked as a top 5 player in his class and the best point guard in the nation. He led the school to a 35-0 record all the way to a state title. Fast forward a year and he was leading the Bruins to the number 3 seed in the NCAA tournament. He was the only player since Jason Kidd to average over 14 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds a game in his conference. Everybody was falling in love with him and the hype was there. He was the 2nd overall pick in the draft, but when he got to the NBA, things weren't going as well as we once might have thought. Fans and critics have piled their dreams and disappointments onto his shoulders. They've boxed him into their narratives of who they think he is and what they think he can become. They're sure they've figured him out, but no one has. He was just a raw 19-year-old, nobody knew who the real Zoe was, but fast forward 4 years later, and he's showing us a glimpse of who that is. It's been nearly 8 years since we first heard of Zoe, but his story didn't just start when he was a junior in high school, it started way before that. At 14 years old, he was a freshman, challenging a senior for the starting varsity spot at Chino Hills High, and Lonzo earned the spot over him. At 15, he committed to UCLA. At that point, Lonzo was just 6'4" and 162 pounds without any major accolades on his resume. He was ranked as a top 25 recruit in the high school class of 2016, but still lagging behind the likes of Dennis Smith Jr. and De'Aaron Fox. But this is where Lonzo nearly gave up basketball. He talked about being invited as a 15-year-old to a USA basketball training camp in Denver that would determine the roster for the under-16 team that would represent the USA in Uruguay that year. Most players were older than him, but Lonzo, he didn't make the cut. He was so upset he contemplated giving up hoops, but he knew he had a choice: play the blame game, sulk, or get better. And this is where everything was quickly changing for him. He worked hard and got so much better. A year later, he was a junior and was quickly rising to fame as he was averaging 25 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 steals. Everybody was taking notice of Lonzo and just about how good he was, especially his unorthodox form. Also, making a whole bunch of viral videos helped too.
Hey, Bill! Layup, Bill, layup, fundamentals. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, Tayshaun. Kick it to Dre. Tyrone. Oh, get him, Tayshaun.
Oh, shit.
Eat him, kid. Let's go.
Kool-Aid Jammers, best 5th grade squad in the nation, homie. Ray Lucis, 6'4". Bobby Schmurda, 6'3". Roy, 6'2". Dropper, 6'5". Blue Vine.
Fast forward a year later and he lit the world on fire doing stuff like this. He led his team to a perfect 35-0 record. Zoe was averaging a triple-double during the entire season, averaging 24 points, 11 rebounds, and 12 assists per game. Everybody was starting to take notice of this 18-year-old kid dominating the scene along with his 2 younger brothers. everybody was coming out to see Zoe play. He was ranked 4th overall on most recruiting rankings, and just about everybody thought this guy was going to be a stud. In Lonzo's final high school game, it was the CIF state championship, but this is where Lonzo truly showed his leadership. At halftime, they were down 28-30. Lonzo got on his teammates for not playing with energy. As the second half started, he dominated the rest of the way and got his teammates going. They won the state title and gave UCLA fans a preview of what's to come. As he went to UCLA, he was proving he wasn't just a high school wonder. Like some, dropping 19 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds in his first college game. As the year went on, with Lonzo dominating and his younger brothers destroying the high school scene and all of LeVar's antics, this is where everything changed for him. In February of 2017, LeVar was in the backyard training with the kids when Tina, Lonzo's mother, was inside doing what she does, taking care of the house. Seemed like a regular day in life for the Ball family, but moments later, Big Bobby rushed outside to tell LeVar he needed him inside. LeVar told him to ask Tina. He responded that it was about her and that she was having a stroke. Hear it from the big baller himself.
I was outside working with some kids, and then Big Bobby came inside and said, "Hey, LeVar, I need you inside for what?" And I said, "Hey, what the hell? Tina's inside. Go get her. These kids, I don't need to be doing nothing. I'm doing something else." And he was like, "No, it is Tina." And I was like, "Oh." Inside, and she was laying on the couch, and her eyes was just going up in the air. And I was like, "Tina, you up?" And she was like, just looking in the daze, like, man.
Unfortunately, the family fell into a dark and sensitive time in their lives. Not knowing if their mother would live on to see the next morning is devastating. The media picked up when Tina was not at Zoe's UCLA games, during which several rumors circulated about her health.
Your mom had suffered a stroke, and I just wanted to know if that was the case and how you're holding up.
I got no comment on that, man. It's a family thing.
Later in an interview with ESPN, LeVar and Lonzo stated that Tina spent 2.5 months in a hospital recovering. The stroke had caused her to lose the ability to speak. Especially for Lonzo, that couldn't have been easy. His bond with his mother always seemed really tight. I feel like he had another level of bond with her, being the eldest in the family. Now she couldn't come to his games. It couldn't have been easy for him. Following Tina's stroke, LeVar told Lonzo and his 2 sons, 15-year-old Lamelo and 18-year-old LiAngelo, to just focus on basketball. "You all do what y'all do. I got your mama," LeVar told them. LeVar was right. She did get better, from gaining the ability to speak again to be able to walk around without a wheelchair. Lonzo did exactly as his father told him and focused primarily on basketball. Things were getting good. Zoe was 18 years old, elevating the struggling UCLA squad to the number 3 seed in the South Division in the NCAA tournament. He led the nation in assists, and everybody wanted to see this college kid play. Even Marquise Johnson, a UCLA All-American and 1975 national champion who usually sits courtside but couldn't since too many A-list celebrities moved him back to Section 1. Johnson said the fans came out with a whole different kind of energy that I hadn't seen at Pauley Pavilion in a long time. He said he attributed all of that to Lonzo. Unfortunately, UCLA was eliminated by the Kentucky-led De'Aaron Fox and Bam Adebayo team. But that didn't change nothing for Lonzo. Things were looking very bright. He finished the freshman year averaging 15 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals per game. He declared for the 2017 NBA draft.
The second pick in the 2017 NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Lonzo Ball from UCLA.
This is where the fun really began for the Ball family. 4 days later, Lonzo would appear on a televised WWE Monday Night Raw segment, also featuring LeVar. Sorry, we have to see that run again.
Well, I'll tell you, Lamelo Ball, as a sophomore.
LeVar didn't hesitate getting straight into business with The Miz. And I guess LaMelo was so excited, he forgot that it's all live.
Because you do a lot of this, and all I want you to do is prove it.
Boy, you better stay in your lane. Oh, boy, you making me sure. Okay. Oh, put your clothes back on, Buck, man. You ain't doing it, man. Oh, no. Wait, is Ambrose the voice playing? Beat that nigga ass. Beat that nigga ass.
But that was just the tip of the iceberg for the Big Baller brand. They had the world at their fingertips and everyone's attention was unquestionably on them. In his rookie season, expectations were sky high, especially with your dad saying you're better than Steph Curry.
You think he can be as good as Steph Curry in the NBA? Heck no. He's going to be better than Steph Curry in the NBA.
His rookie season didn't go as most had hoped, and neither did his second season. Though it was still entertaining. With all of the off-court stuff, there never was a time where he wasn't entertaining us. Lonzo, though, he only cared about basketball and wanting to become better. But with LeBron on the team and wanting to win now, the Lakers and the media started to lose hope and wanted him gone. But let's be honest, at least most of the time, with the obvious few exceptions, it takes time for players to really grow as players. And with that, over time, their numbers go up. So after the Lakers not believing in him anymore, he was traded, but traded to a very young team in which he could really develop. He fixed that broken jump shot and is now shooting 38% from 3, way up from his first 2 seasons. And last season upped his free throw percentage to 78%, up from 56% the season prior. With all of that, he averaged a career high 15 points a game, but last season he really improved and proved a lot of people wrong. To end that season off, he showed us a glimpse of what's to come next season and all seasons after that. In his last 10 games played, Lonzo averaged 18 points, 6 assists, 8 rebounds, and 2 steals per game. He's really coming into his own, and as last season went along, he just got better and better. We can expect a lot of great things from Lonzo to come in the future. He became a free agent and decided to sign with the Bulls, along with DeMar DeRozan, and they have big potential to make some noise in the playoffs this year. They have a pretty nasty squad, and with Lonzo improving his game so much, I'm sure we're about to see something special from him. So, all is good. It's not like any fan is saying or doing some crazy stuff to him. Wait, did you want to watch clips where fans and players interact? Well, click right here. That's all time fans and players had some funny moments together. Watch that video. It's worth it.